Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back. We're doing a best of one Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft. Okay, so we've got Fall of Lord Kanda. I think we probably take that over the Arrest. Deals with less things than Arrest does, but I like that you end up netting a 1/3 defender that draws you a card out of it. I think that makes it better. The rare is this March of Reckless Joy, which is an okay playable card, but I wouldn't take it over this. I think this card's better. You immediately get the removal, it exiles, and then you eventually get the blocker out of it. We've got the red shrine here too. Fade into Antiquity is hard removal as well. That's true. I still think this saga is probably better. Like I said, it deals with less things, but you get more out of it. So I think I like that more. All right, follow-up pick. Well, in white, we have Seven-Tail Mentor and Imperial Subduer, both of which are fine cards. I mean, this one's cool because it comes in and leaves and buffs. So not bad. I mean, at worst, it's a 4-mana 3/4 that when it dies, you buff something else. Pretty good utility. Mirror Box is a weird rare. I don't know how I feel about this one. You either have to have a lot of legends or a lot of repeat commons. I mean, it could be worth taking and possibly making work, or I could just take this and just build green-white again. I mean, ramp is always good. I'll tell you that much. Seldom is ramp bad. Actually, you know what the pick is? It's Fade into Antiquity, because this card is hard removal in this format. Which means, once again, I can't just keep falling back into my old way. Slip and Jimmy. I keep taking green-white cards. I can't help myself. All right. The pick here. In white, we have Hot Shot, Mechanic, Moth Rider Patrol, Dragonfly Suit, Subduer. In green, we have Safekeeping. We have a counter spell with Essence Capture. That's cool because it also modifies a creature. We have Go Shintai, another chance to get the red shrine. I'm probably okay taking something like Moth Rider Patrol. I've been wanting to try this card. It turns on ninjas, but more importantly, it's a flyer, so it can attack in and it taps down, which I think is pretty useful, actually. Even if the tap cost is expensive, I think it's a pretty good utility card. And evasion, you can't really go wrong with evasion, I don't think. Especially 1-drop evasion. Wow, another Fall of Lord Kanda, huh? I think we take it. I mean, there's certainly matches where you're going to be sad that it can't hit something you really want it to, but other than that, it's going to be dealing with some big fat fatties. We've got Spirited Companion in here too, which is good. Commune with Spirits in green. Simian Sling. I've yet to really try out the Energizer Bunny Rabbit Battery and the Simian Sling. All these cool little equipment monkey. I mean, with a creature type like that, how can I not play it? We'll take another Fall of Lord Kanda. All right. Out of white cards, but Roaring Earth. Oh boy, this one is good. Love this card. Your lands are buffs or turn one of your lands into a huge win con. Love this card. Great early, great late. The true mark of a great card is good early, good late. Tales of Master Sashiro is also playable. We've got Lethal Exploit in here. Tamio's Completion. These are all pretty playable cards. Lethal Exploit and Completion are some pretty good ones, but we're going to take Roaring Earth. I love that card. Wow, Spinning Wheel Kick too. It's like Christmas. Love this card. You know, we'll need an actual creature at some point. Oh, we've got one. We're good. This card is great. Greater Tanuki, still love that card. Season of Renewal is a great card. I mean, you're going to get 2 things back with that. But we're going to take Spinning Wheel Kick because it's one-sided removal that can kill like 3 things in the late game. All right, choice here. So Befriending the Moths, probably the pick. Or Imperial Oath is playable, just not terribly exciting. But Befriending the Moths, give something evasion 2 turns and then get a 2/4 flyer, which isn't bad. It is 4 mana. It's not like it's cheap, but definitely the pick. All right, well, we could use some more cheap creatures, so I guess I'll take the Papercraft Decoy. Jeez, pick 8 Voltage Surge? That's kind of crazy. This card is very good. I feel like I've kind of already... I mean, all the cards I have in these two colors are insane, so I'd like to kind of stick to green-white. There's not really a color I want to abandon ship on here. I guess technically my green is better than my white, but whatever. Wow, pick 9, Fade into Antiquity. I am not overvaluing this card. This deals with so many things in the format. All right, let's see here. I guess we could take Commune of Spirits. I'm not going to play it, but I don't care about any of these cards. I mean, I could take red just in case, because red is very open. I'm not going to play Commune of Spirits, right? There's no way. All right, let's take a Aki Ronin, I guess. Playable card, just not exciting. All right, Subduer in white, totally playable. Or we could take Safekeeping. I mean, this is a pretty good card. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good card. It's just... I wonder if I'd rather just have some protection. I probably would. I mean, I think the chances are higher that I would cut a Subduer than I'd cut a Safekeeping. But having said that, basically our whole deck is like removal and stuff right now. So maybe I wouldn't have space for this, but that would be sad. Historian's Wisdom. Well, I saw someone play this and it worked pretty well. So you get to modify something, draw a card. I don't know why they made it +2/+1. That kind of surprises me. Would it really have been overpowered? They make the weirdest decisions in design. Like, would it have been overpowered to make your aura +2/+2 at uncommon and draw a card? I don't think so. Think of it this way. What if this card just was 3 mana, +2/+2, draw a card? Like, it didn't even have the, you have to have the strongest creature on the board clause on it. Would anyone have been like, oh no, that's way too good. Are you kidding me? A 3 mana aura that's +2/+2 and draw a card? They just make the weirdest design decisions in those meetings. I just want to have a little chat with them and be like, what were you thinking with this? Jukai Naturalist. Great card. Technically on it, already on color. Could try and splash for Tatsunari. I mean, we're in... it's true. I mean, this is a very strong card. Very, very strong card. And there's probably a higher chance... I mean, certainly a higher chance we wheel Naturalist than wheel Tatsunari. It's not... I mean, we're in green. We should find the means to splash it. I really do think, you know, we want some bombs. We don't have any bombs yet. We have a good-looking deck, but nothing bomby. We already have 5 enchantments, though, which makes the Naturalist pretty slick. I think I'm still going to take this card. That frog, it drains your opponent, and then you can make them both not completely unblockable, but unblockable enough where it's very good. All right, here's probably just touch the Spirit Realm, get even more removal. Another Moth Rider Patrol in here. Patrol is getting a lot better when you have Roaring Earth, too. Turn 1 this, turn 2 Roaring Earth. Turn 3, your flyer just keeps getting bigger. I think Harmonious Emergence is a very good card. Fang of Shigeki is definitely playable. Early protection against aggro and ninjas and stuff. Non-evasive ground ninjas. But whatever, we'll take this. We've got a lot of 3-drop removal. Hope that's not a problem. Soul Transfer's not really splashable, but we got another Touch the Spirit Realm, so it's a moot point anyway. Bamboo Grove Archer, I think, is just a legit card. Gives you that early protection you want for ninja evasion and just any other beatdown deck. And then on top of that, you can randomly destroy Mythic Dragons in this format and other crazy flyers. It's good. So we have a deck full of 3-drop removal. We need more early game. I can tell you that right now. We've got a Patrol and a Decoy that we're playing early, so we got to start, and by we, I mean myself, the royal we, finding some 2-drops. Here we go. All right, now I'll just take the Bamboo Grove Archer, just what the doctor ordered. We already have a pretty good late game plan. 1,000,000 mana gives us Spinning Wheel Kick, which is even good with the Archer. Roaring Earth, we can put 1,000,000 +1/+1 counters on our dudes, or make a big fatty land, both of which are awesome. But yeah, we kind of need this. We need this Archer. Happens to also be an enchantment. if we can't splash Tatsunari, I will be kind of sad. Because I do think this is a powerful card. I mean, this puts games away pretty quick. Fang of Shigeki. Rugged Highlands, not a splash card we need. Fang of Shigeki's kind of just what the doctor ordered. I think we've got enough... I actually think Repel is pretty playable, but I think we've got enough clunky removal. We need some actual early game. And at least Fang of Shigeki is good with spinning wheel kick. And it will be good if we see any Master's Rebuke. We're very creature light right now. Even including our... I guess you can count this at 6. I don't really think we can count Fall of Lord Kanda as a creature, to be honest. I can... Even though technically it makes a creature, I don't feel comfortable counting that one as a creature. Gosh, there's nothing here for us. I don't need to play a Katana. I'm not going to splash any of this. Guess we take a Puppet and hope we don't have to play it. A 4-drop 2/4 that I guess we do have some counter-related stuff in Roaring Earth, but not much. Ninja's Kunai is an actual good card, but I might just take Trainee because it's another 2-drop creature that blocks and attacks well. Although, don't be like Alex Stephenson and attack expecting it to get blocked 3 times and get 3 triggers, because becomes blocked just means doesn't matter how many creatures. I was thinking it was like Ashmouth Hound ability, which has, you know, slightly, just the slightest different wording. Careful Cultivation, I like quite a bit. Gets you a ramp creature. Or we could take another Patrol, which is also good. But I like, to be honest, we don't even have that many things to ramp for, but we've got a lot of 3-drops. So actually getting this lets us, you know, play 2 3-drops on turn 5. That could be useful. Typically, it's pretty useful to just have access to ramp. I'm going to take another Trainee. Actually, we could take the Terrarium here and help splash for Tatsunari. Although, we might not have space for this. I think I'd rather have a Trainee. Alright, Harmonious Emergence is a good card. I like it. 4/5 Vigilance Haste. Whether you're paying 4 mana for a tapped one or 5 mana to let it attack right away, I think you're pretty happy. Granted, you have to use one of your lands, but... Hey, when you're like me and you draw 15 lands a game, a land is a small price to pay. Ninja's Kunai, very surprising to see it this late. It's a very good card. Subduer. Guess we have a couple Samurais. I'm not going to splash. I guess Network Terminal would be a way to splash Tatsunari, but whatever. Lucky Offering, more of a sideboard card. Disruption Protocol I still like, by the way. I don't have any issue with that card whatsoever. And Last Pick Moon, I mean, Prototype's a good card too. Farewell, well, it's on color, it's a board wipe. I think you take it. And you can control it, too. Imperial Recovery Unit can certainly bring things back in this deck. Blossoming Sands is like free fixing. Exemplar is totally playable, especially in here with the Trainees. But we're taking Farewell. I mean, it's a board wipe. It's 6 mana for board wipe, but... I mean, there's times where it's not going to be enough. There's times where you don't even need it, and then there's times where it completely flips the game. That's, in a nutshell, what board wipes do. Wow, Kappa-Tech Wrecker. I love this card. This is rapidly becoming one of my favorite cards in the set, not just because it's a Ninja Turtle. It is an amazing card. And I love it. Death Touch is great too. My goal is to eventually play Kappa-Tech Wrecker and the Splinter blue-black 2-drop card at some point in the format. I hope to have both in the same deck And then I can just have the full Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I need 4 Capitech Wreckers and a Splinter Lord. And then we will be set. They're just totally setting this whole setup for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle little crossover secret lair, aren't they? They are, aren't they? You know they are. You know it. You know it. I know it. All right. What do I want here? I can take the Tanuki. Azusa's Mini Journeys. It's not bad. I mean, I probably take the Tanuki because it's another... It would let us play Tatsunari. We have 11 enchantments, so Tatsunari's still looking pretty appealing. Only 1 frog in the deck, of course. Wait, that's not... Where's our other frog? That means we have a frog somewhere that I can't see. We'll figure it out. All right, I like Azusa's Mini Journey, but I'm going to take Tanuki and still hopefully be able to splash Tatsunari here. Preserver is a good card. Network Terminals, more way to splash, but I don't really need it. Gloomstreaker's obviously good for that color combination. Preserver's just good. 3 mana, you can channel it and make it a combat trick, or 4 mana, you can make it a 4 mana 4/4. Dragonfly Suit is actually not bad either, but... Alright, Coiling Stalker is a cheap thing. I probably could just take another Fade into Antiquity. Honestly, I'm comfortable playing 3 of them. I don't know if our creature count's high enough, but... I might make cuts in other areas. Well, Spirited Companion's a fine card. Does draw you a card. It's an enchantment. It's cheap. Can buff it with Roaring Earth, I guess. Essentially buy a chump block and get a 1/1. I mean, there's matches. I've definitely seen matches where it doesn't basically do anything, but... So Sunblade Samurai is a 5-drop that can also randomly find you lands, which isn't bad. But it only finds you a plane, so it's not like it can fix for Tatsunari. Maybe I just take the Lifelinker. We don't have too much Lifelink and could use some more. Bronze Cudgel actually played well for me, but there's no way we have space for that, so I probably take more Lifelink. We'll take the Bearer now. I mean, we already have a Safekeeping. I'm not even convinced that's going to make the deck. Guess we can take another Cultivation. It's fine, and we have stuff to ramp into now, I guess. Although ramping into a board wipe with your creature is usually ill-advised, but got to do what you got to do. And like I said, Farewell is kind of unique in that you can, it's controllable. Pick 11 Azusa's Mini Journeys. I mean, that's a good card. You're going to have a hard time making cuts from this little baddie. Well, Papercraft Decoy is going to go. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Subduer's not going to make it because we've got more of a late game thing going on. I still kind of want the Patrol, but I don't know if it's going to work here. We have enough ramp to play a good amount of 4 and 5 drops too, I feel like. To be honest, we probably don't need to play Tatsunari, but we ended up with 20 enchantments, so it's basically like basically you could make it where close to every spell in your deck drains your opponent. That's strong. That's really strong. Drain is a big deal when every spell you're playing does it, and then you get in for 6 damage on top of that. I think the problem is I don't have a lot of means to splash for it, but I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a close look here. Because we have 13, we really have 14, 15. I guess you can count these. 16, 17. I'm not going to count these. $18, 19, 20. We have 20 creatures. So we can easily start cutting some things we don't need. Probably with all these 3-drops, we can ditch the Lifelinkers. I could ditch the Bearer of Memory, actually. Maybe the Lifelink's more valuable than the Bearer. And a 2/3 body can be. Yeah, I guess I could probably see that. I'm just seeing how realistically I can splash this. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to do my best. So, do I want to cut the trainees? I want to make sure I have enough early game. I mean, you want enough early game, especially for like Roaring Earth too. But I'm kind of okay with the patrol still. I wanted to try out the patrol anyway. Maybe I don't need the companion. Maybe I'd rather have like a 3/3 blocker or potentially 3/3 attacker if they want to block with something rather than Spirited Companion. But drawing cards is typically good. I mean, I guess I could cut the Disciples too. Keep our 2-drops where they are, because we are very clunky at 3. So maybe we just get rid of the Disciples, try and cut back on our 3-drops here. So I've already cut what, 4 creatures, or was it 3 creatures? I think it was 4. We'll have to do another count anyway. I don't know if we have space for safekeeping. I like it. It's good, but when you've got a Kunai and you've got wheel kick, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we already have too much removal. One of the best problems you can have. Too many good things. So we're not even going to be able to run all of these good things. Wisdom, get out of here. We don't have space for you. So how many, let's see here. Two swamps for Tatsunari, because we still have 16 enchantments, which is a lot. And the interesting thing about Tatsunari is you actually can't make it unblockable unless you have another frog. Hey, did we figure out what that second frog card was yet? Or did I already cut it? I don't know. Because it said I have a frog in here. Maybe it's just reading the card on here. I don't think it is, though. Oh, Papercraft Decoy, of course. The frog. I see. Well, it's not worth playing it for that. Okay, so we have to figure out cuts. And obviously struggling a little bit here. Let's do creature count again real quick. We had 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I guess I can cut one more creature pretty comfortably. Maybe one trainee can go. I want to make sure I have a good mix of mid and late game. Technically, I guess I could cut another creature, but also I'm counting these as creatures, and they're kind of just 1/1, so... Geez. I mean, I'm just going to have to make some decisions here. Maybe I cut the Season of Renewal, because I do want to run a lot of removal. This is cool, too, because I can save my creatures with it, technically. I should really remember that this has channel, because you can get pretty hyper-focused on the fact that it, deals with any creature, an artifact, basically. I think card advantage is important, but I'm going to cut this. I'm still thinking maybe cut the Ninja's Kunai. I could cut a Fade into Antiquity, but this is hard removal in this format. That's tough to cut. I might be able to cut one more creature, maybe. And it might be Spirited Companion. I feel like I'm cutting my card advantage, which I don't really like doing. But this is just a 1/1 after all, I guess. And I gotta make some decisions here on cuts, so... Huh. Alright. Maybe I cut one fade in the kunai. I don't want to, but... I've just got too many good things. Yeah, I've just got too many good things. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but... I just otherwise cannot decide what to cut here. So I'm still comfortable with the Tatsunari splash. The main reason is we don't have anything else that's like, we don't have any bombs in here. I need this to win the game. I need this to get some unblockable stuff and then just drain my opponent out. Otherwise, I'm just doing some big ground fatties to hopefully win, which might be good enough, but it's always nice to have an ace in the hole there. Our mana base is going to be hurting a little bit from it, but we actually don't have that many white spells. We have one double white, but... all right, I guess this is it. We'll see you round one. Okay, this is a keep. It's a good hand. I think we'll do the cultivation first because I can get a potential turn 3 preserver. Alright, no preserver. So I think we'll just go with the wrecker instead. Because I don't have any 3-drops to play here. Oh, I could have done the Tanuki, actually. Maybe that would have been better. Yeah, it might have been. They don't want to make the trade, huh? Well, I can do the Preserver, or I can do the Roaring Earth now. Roaring Earth lets me get the Archer down, too. That's pretty good. And a 2/4 Death Touch. I think I'm okay with that. Let's start doing this. I want to start getting value with this thing, so... And then we can find our black mana for Tatsunari with greater Tanuki, so I'm okay with that too. I guess I could have attacked there. Yeah, that's true actually. Maybe I should have attacked. So I can do an instant speed Tanuki. Oh, I've also got Preserver. But I'd rather play the Preserver than channel it. So maybe I'll just attack with Wrecker here. Alright. They had to use 2 cards. I'm okay with that. So I think we'll do Tatsunari first. So we have 6 mana. So I can do that plus channel this. That's pretty good. All right. So I want to get this out of burn range here. They have some open mana here. I don't really want to take 4 either. I think I will anyway. Oh, good. All right, see you for the next one. This looks a little bit slow, but I think I'm gonna keep it. We'll risk it. Well, I think we do the Greater Tanuki here. And we probably have to get the white now. So we need to rip a land or we can't do the farewell. That must feel nice. Oh. Perfect mana, too. Cool. And we didn't even get the land I needed to do the farewell? Jeez. Must feel awesome. See you for the next one. Alright, we can keep it. That's too bad. This hand would have really looked a lot better last game. Just happened to get a slow hand against the fastest out I've seen an opponent have. Well, I don't really want to Oblivion Ring that, so... So, I don't want to use Greater Tanuki, I'd rather just cast it at some point. I guess I can... I'm actually going to do this. I could cast Greater Tanuki, but it sets up their ninjutsu, so I'd rather just take care of this problem now. Because, I mean, it's pretty clear they're doing a ninjutsu deck to me. I guess we can cast this now. So, I guess I can touch the Spirit Realm and get my Tanuki back. So, I can get rid of the completion again. And chump the Prancer. Can also blow up the Bank Buster. They're getting cards each turn off of that. If I exile enchantments, I lose my Tanuki anyway. Let's just fade the completion. And then pass. And I'm gonna chump the Prancer. They get more card drop Blockbuster, which isn't good, but I'm just gonna try and be patient. All right, this actually works well. Now I can do Farewell and I still have my Tanuki to follow up with, so I like that. Oh, wow. Really couldn't have asked for a better turn there. Do I want to get rid of graveyards? I forgot if I have a way to interact with it, so instead we'll just do these three. Oh, that was a cool little, that was cool. Nice one. Gosh, that must feel sweet. After a board wipe, follow up with a Mythic Dragon. Nice one. So we've got 8 mana. It's not enough to do both of these. So I guess I just attack here. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have attacked, but I kind of feel like I'm in a racing situation now. Oh, wow. Nice. Mythic into rare that makes 2 4/5s. Jeez. Gosh, my opponent must just feel so good right now about that. I know I would. Jeez. So 4/5 can trade with one of these. So we do the Vigilance one. Well, I can tell you, I feel pretty good about this now. What are they going to get? Even well, it's going to be so big. Oh, boy. Yeah. Jeez. Jeez, even the spinning wheel kick doesn't get me out of this mess, huh? I wonder if I just wheel kick the Stalker and the thing, and I have to find some answer for this. That could be true, actually. Because if I wheel kick the Kura, I'm kind of just toasty, so I don't like that. I didn't even realize that thing has Death Touch. All right, see you for the next one. I don't think this hand's going to do it. Only green mana. I mean, we do have a couple spells, and we're on the draw. Maybe for that reason I risk it. I don't like having Tatsunari in my opener, but I guess at least if we rip a white mana, this hand does something. And it does at least something if I were to just rip green, which I hopefully will not do. Oh, good. They splashing? No. Oh, wow. I definitely would have attacked there. I mean, it's clear they want to get the Iron Apprentice counter things going, but still. Uh-oh. Hopefully get a land here. I think we'll just hang out for now. Yeah, I guess I could have used Touch the Spirit Realm on a Searchlight Companion. It doesn't seem that good, though. I can afford to take one in the air, or if they use the Terrarium on it, then maybe I'll have to fade it. Probably fade, I guess. Ooh. There's a land we're looking for. Not the best use of mana, but a good thing to get now before we start playing enchantments, I would say. All right, so we didn't get the land to do... I mean, we can do emergence anyway, but it probably makes most sense to do the befriending now, because then we still get to hook Tatsunari up. Maybe I play around Wandering Intervention. I'll just do the trainee again and just attack with that. So I would prefer for Tatsunari not to die right now. Just because I feel like the overall effect we're going to get out of Tatsunari in the next couple turns is so the ceiling's pretty high. Wow. Boy, oh boy, did that choice turn out to be the right one. I think that was a good choice on their part. So I guess we can attack with it now. So I guess I can actually fade. I can fade the Moth, because otherwise they get double block Tatsunari. So we'll fade the Moth. They can activate the Dragon Suit. It's okay. And then I think we'll attack with the Frog and Tatsunari. And if the Frog dies, we just get the Frog back. We lose a drain, but if they actually want to make this trade, then I'm cool with that. Sure. I think it makes sense to probably want to race. So we got our 5th land. Guess we can just do 6. If I do the emergence, that drains him for 1. 3, 6, 10, 11, 12. So we are threatening lethal. If I do the emergence. That's pretty good, actually. In fact, yeah. It forces them to even chump. I can even keep a blocker back, too. Because if I do 12, like they can trade with Fang of Shigeki now, but maybe keeping a blocker back is smarter. I don't know why. I mean, I still have the Moth too, I guess. All right, we'll just force him to chump. They have to block the 4 power guy to not die. And I still have 2 blockers, technically, too, so we're in pretty good shape. I mean, only one has... All right, let's see for the next one. All right, I guess we'll keep. Roaring Earth, gonna be less exciting here until we get a creature going, but hopefully we can find one. They're off to the races here, huh? Oh, geez. Wow. I think I'd rather take out the flyer. Well, at least not a samurai. Too bad that one is. I think we just preserve our life total. Essentially, we're just hoping they don't have removal for this Harmonious Emergence. We've missed so many Roaring Earth triggers already. Jeez. I can't even, I have to do it this way where the emergence comes in. It sucks because, like I said, I haven't successfully gotten one Roaring Earth trigger yet, but it's getting beat up by aggro today. Well, that helps. It's a tough one with that Simian Sling. I almost need to take this. Well, I can't block the Sling or I die, so I guess I have to take one here. All right. Well, that's not the worst, actually. Oh, I can't actually do the Tanuki though, huh? Wait. How can I do this? I can get in for 6 flying, but they're going to have the block. I can't play Greater Tanuki. Definitely don't want to blow up enchantments. Even if I do. I guess I can do this for now. But they kill me next turn, is that right? Unless I draw land. I might have to cash out the Tanuki for a land. Well, I was kind of hoping they didn't have a hasty thing so we didn't lose, but you can hope on one hand and see what happens. All right, well, lost to aggro 3 times. That's not true. We lost to aggro twice and then lost to a mythic dragon plus a rare after a farewell, so tough draft. Just a real tough one. Thought we had enough early game, but guess that was not the case. Let's do some pack one, pick ones. No, I actually think we did have enough early game, we just didn't see it. While our opponent got to just explode out their hands. Just didn't draw the things we needed, unfortunately. Pack one, pick one here. This is just kind of all around unexciting pack. I guess I'd take Satsuki and try it out, even though it's gold. There's nothing else exciting here. Maybe the Tanuki, I guess. Not my favorite first pick. And then, this is too tough of a build around, I would say, but it might be fun to try. That'd be a pretty tough one to make work, though. But that being said, there's nothing else exciting here, so I guess I'd give it a try and see if we could put it together. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.